Take your time. What's the rush?
Hello and welcome to the Women's Cut. I'm Jay. That's C-Way. Let's get into it. How you doing today, C?
Hey, Jay. Look, it's been a long day, but we're here. We're here.
We got to get the people what they want.
Yes.
So how did you like the Super Bowl?
Boring as hell.
So I told you it was going to be a defensive battle. I was not wrong. I told you it was going to be a low-scoring game up until the third quarter. I was correct. I expected a little bit more defensive fireworks. I thought there was going to be some pick sixes. I thought that there was going to be, a safety or two. I didn't think it was going to be, primarily the kicker and a middling running game. I didn't think that. I was hoping.
I just feel like I know the NFL can't rig nothing, right? That's not allowed, and that's a lot why
there is no script.
There's no scripts to the NFL, and that's why people like it. But they need to figure out how they can get some type of script going, because if we're not going to get a touchdown to the fourth quarter, wrap the whole thing up. That had to be the most boring Super Bowl I have ever seen in my entire life. Actually, football games like this one is the reason why I actually didn't like football. The Bears, if football was like the Bears, how they was getting down, that Bears and Rams game, cinema. But this, horrible.
This is the reason why I fight against when people go, oh, football is scripted. Because nobody is writing this script. Nobody would have written this as the script. Nobody at all. If it was scripted, it would have been the Bears and that bad boy, right? It would have been the Bears and Patriots 2.0. You would have had Caleb throwing a last-minute Hail Mary to win the whole game. If it was scripted, that's what you're going to do.
Something.
Listen, this game with the highlight was 100% Bad Bunny's halftime performance. I know people was mad about it, and by people, you know which people I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. I loved me a little bit of Ricky Martin. I said in the group of people I was with, I was like, man, I ain't seen one white person. And then here came Lady Gaga. They gave you one little spicy white up in there. You had a little Cardi B leg. That's all you was gonna get. You wasn't gonna get I Like It. It was a little, a little pay it forward for her giving him his first number one hit. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just first of all, the illustrations, the way they just kind of took you through so many parts. They took you through like the bar, or the traditional bar in New York, right? You were in Puerto Rico, you were everywhere, right? I loved it. I think the reason why he didn't do I Like It is because he wanted to do the entire performance in Spanish as a giant size FU to the clique that orange man claims. And you know what? I'm glad he did it. I'm going to say this entire, and then the end, as an Afro-Latina myself, I'm part Cuban, the shout out, first of all, to see the Afro-Latinos that were represented in his performance.
Every color.
Every color, and then for him to give out to talk about every single country, and he included Canada and the United States. I'm like, I just Bad Bunnies, okay? I loved it.
I love the real wedding that we all attended.
Yes.
What a dream for that couple to have your wedding paid for by Bad Bunny and then have it nationally broadcast. Yeah. That was really, really cool. What was so funny to me, and I was in a very diverse group of friends, and one of my Latino friends, literally, as it was happening, she's like, the only thing is missing is a kid sleeping on some chairs, and boom, there is a kid sleeping on some chairs. It was a truly multicultural experience. It was a truly American experience.
Yeah.
And I appreciate all of the symbolism. I learned some stuff. Mm-hmm. And for anybody talking about, I didn't understand they said the same thing about Kendrick last year. And what did we say?
They didn't understand that.
We don't care what you understand because it was for us. I felt like I was invited to the cookout. Everything ain't for me to understand. And I was just happy to be there.
Right. So, yeah, enjoyed that.
We're going to talk about something else that you really aren't participating in, but I am.
You watched it.
Listen, I am 10 toes down for the Olympics right now. The only time I have a modicum of super patriotism is during the Olympics, and I'm still just rooting for everybody black. However, it's a different level of sport when first Olympic athletes blow my mind, especially ones that are like 16. It's like you have done so much more at 16 than me, I feel, at 41. Like, you've dedicated so much of your little life to being extraordinarily spectacular at this one thing, and you're better at it than anybody else in the world. And I just think that is so dope. Like, I've always felt that way about the Olympics. So I've been watching snowboarding. I've been watching ice skating. I've been watching hockey. My girl Layla Edwards, she started with 2 points in both of her first 2 games. This last game, USA is 3-0 in pool play. They play Canada tomorrow, so this is like the game.
You're gonna get into hockey. The way you're pumping hockey.
Hockey is so exciting, and you know, USA and Canada are the only winners of women's hockey ever in the Olympics. It's either been USA or Canada. Canada has 5 gold medals. USA has 2. So we gotta get a little notch on that board. We got Layla Edwards. She's the third. I think she's either the second or the third points leader in the whole joint. So I'm just super excited. We was putting up scores left and right. Hockey is exciting. I just like for us to win. And again, I'm rooting for everybody black. Most of the black athletes have not competed yet, because that's like the skeleton, the bobsled. That's where you're going to find most of the black athletes. But somebody from Haiti did compete for the first time. First Haitian to ever compete in cross-country skiing. He literally, everybody cheered for him the entire time. It felt like I was watching Cool Runnings. He did like a bow at the end. He was so happy. He was so proud. That's the reason why I absolutely love the Olympics. It's great.
So I'm not trying to be ignorant here, but where in Haiti does he practice?
I don't think
can you figure that out for me?
I'm pretty sure he's in the US somewhere. He gotta be in the US, he gotta be in Canada, he gotta be somewhere with snow somewhere in order for him to practice. But that man was
I'm here for it.
I mean, he was in that skiing, and he had the coldest fits. They had the coldest fits. There was only 2 of them, but when I tell you they was representing, baby.
Well, speaking of skiing, I did see that Lindsey Vonn unfortunately broke her leg.
She shouldn't have been there. She tore her ACL 2 weeks ago, and she was like, I'm still gonna do it. And it's like,
she said she had no regrets. You know how you were talking about Olympic athletes. I don't think that we can quite ever understand the mentality of someone who competes at that level. And so I think for us, we're like, tore ACL is over with. But if you've been fighting hard to come back, you know this is supposed to be your last Olympics. The choice is to quit now or ride till the wheels fall off. She has no regrets, and I don't think she's lying about that. I think she prefers to have tried it and broken her leg than not to have tried it. So, you know, do I think it was absolutely insane? Yes, but I'm also not an Olympian. So who am I to judge?
You're right, because if it's between having ACL surgery at the crib and then having a broken leg in Italy, at least you in Italy. At least you're recovering in Italy.
Yeah, she's doing what she wants to do. And so, you know, I wish her a speedy recovery. She already
got the bag. She already got her medals. Like that thrill of victory has to be something serious. There has to be a level of adrenaline. Skiing already looks real scary because they be going real fast. Like I was watching the whatever the slalom shit was on the snowboard. they were reaching like 90 miles per hour.
Have
Like,
you skied? Have you gone skiing before?
I have gone skiing, but I ain't never gone 90 miles per hour,
I
girl.
mean, no, I wouldn't recommend that. But it is very. I mean, it's one of my favorite things. But I've taken a couple of bad tumbles.
Yeah, the agony of the defeat will always keep me on the off the double diamonds. I'll be
Oh
on
yeah, no, I don't do no.
I'll
I
be
don't
on the little kitty joints.
I don't do a black anything up there. Okay, that is where I'm not black, and it's up on that ski slope.
My
I'm good.
skin is black, but not my skiing.
Not my skin. No, I'm green.
Oh my gosh. So the Olympics started this week, and so did Athletes Unlimited. Have you been
Yes,
watching?
I have. I have. It's so hard, coaching now,
Uh-huh.
keeping up with everything. But I have been watching Athletes Unlimited. I mean, their leaderboard just dropped. Caitlin Chin is leading the top of the leaderboard. After that, Rebecca Gardner. We saw a lot of her with the libs this past year. She did pretty well. And then Chicago's on Anissa Morrow, number 3 on the leaderboard. And then there's this player. Her name is Asia Taylor. She's been in the league and then she's played overseas. She's actually 31 years old. I've been watching her in Athletes Unlimited, and I've been really impressed. She actually told us on the first game that her brother was hospitalized, and I prayed that he's doing better. And so she was really playing for him. And Aisha Taylor's game really shows that there's so many amazing basketball players that are not in the league or have been in the league and are not in the league. She's a testament to that. To wrap it up, we have Alicia Clark, number 5, Mercedes Russell, Zaya Cook has been cooking. I love to see Zaya playing with confidence.
I really like Zaya Cook.
Kirsten Bell, Kiana Traylor, and then Tina Charles is wrapping up at 10. What do you think about that list?
Every time I see KB on a list, I'm like, but KB, why are you not doing that? Why when the W season start? Why are we not getting threes, KB? Why we getting 2-2? Why are we getting 2-2? She was 4 minutes.
I want to tell you why. When I've been watching Athletes Unlimited, KB seems like she's playing with a lot of joy. It almost feels like pickup adjacent. I'm not going to call it full on pickup, but it has she seems like she's very relaxed. And so she's kind of able to do whatever. When you're playing on the Aces with Asia and Becky, you cannot just be chucking up this and doing that. She got to be a lot more serious. And some people don't really play as well when they're like, you know what I'm saying? That's my thought.
But the Aces locker room seems like one of the more fun locker rooms in the W. Like
fun locker room, but does it give you can F around and try ish and see if it work or don't work on the court? Hell no. No.
I'm tired of her giving me 2, 2, and 2. I'm tired of her giving 20 minutes and 2 points, 2 rebounds, and assists and a block. I'm just tired of it. That's all. That's just me personally. I really enjoyed it. One of my highlights was honestly Sydney Colson. So she's in the leadership for Athletes Unlimited, one of the members of the exec board. And I thoroughly enjoyed her doing play-by-play. And I know that's what she wants to do when she gets done. Her voice is well suited for play-by-play, I feel. Her knowledge, she is I find that the people who are more so role players have a more in-depth knowledge because they just have to absorb more, and they have to play so many different roles within a team. I really, really enjoyed listening to her do play-by-play, and I hope she has I hope the W takes her. She's extremely entertaining. She's already funny. She's a face of the league. Yeah, so I'm a big fan.
Yeah, love that. So love seeing, players like Sydney who have been big advocates and ambassadors of Athletes Unlimited, use this time while she's injured out there doing the play-by-play. I really have been enjoying watching just the players that, you know, we know that they can cook from college, or we know what they're capable of. But Athletes Unlimited really reminds us of that. Seeing Odyssey cook, seeing Zaya cook, no pun intended. I mean, I've been enjoying that. Bree Hall. I mean, just so many amazing players. I've been loving Athletes Unlimited.
My favorite time of the Unrivaled season is coming up, friend.
The 1v1 tournament.
And it's that. First of all, I want to say the fans are bogus. The fans are bogus for these matchups. The fans did some of these players dirty, and I was not one of those fans. All right, I didn't put Kate Martin at 8. I did not put Kate Martin at 8. I looked at the pool. I didn't have her at 8, but they got Kate going against my boo Paige. Prayers to you, Kate. Prayers to you. I saw a little video promo that they put out, that our rival put out, of Kate's reaction to seeing that she was with Paige. It's like, baby girl want a chance at the pot too.
I know. You know what I think it's gonna be when I'm looking at the first round? I'm really interested in the Kelsey Plum Natisha Heidemann matchup.
Oh,
I just feel like Natisha low-key be slept on. I don't know. I think it's going to be more. I think that's going to be really, really entertaining.
I'm so looking forward to Sonia Marina, just because if both of them are in their bag.
Wait, is that pod A?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, you're on pod B.
I'm on pod B, but that's the third matchup. So I'm just looking at it in order.
Okay,
that's
pod B.
Okay, that's on pod B. That's my lineup. That's my matchup. 100%. I'm looking at let's go by time. I'm not sure what the pods are. Our first matchup is Natasha Cloud, Chelsea Gray. Who you got? That's a tough one.
I'm taking Chelsea.
I'm gonna take Chelsea too, because if Chelsea is in her bag, ain't no way.
She's been going 1v1 pretty much this whole season, so I'm gonna take Chelsea.
Facts. Lee Euro. Is that how you pronounce her last name? Euro and Stewie.
Stewie's in her bag right now. I'm taking Stewie.
Stewie in her bag right now, but that's not gonna be an easy matchup.
I'm taking Stewie.
That's not gonna be okay. Sonia Marina. She in her bag right now. I'm leaning Sonia. I'm leaning Sonia. Just because she's faster. She's a faster player, and I think that helps in 1v1.
Yeah.
Rachel Branham, Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey. We're not paying that no dust. Brittany Sykes, Arike.
I'm gonna take Arike because Arike was effing them up last year in the 1v1. If it didn't become a high issue, I think she would have went. Yeah, I'm gonna take Arike.
No, those are facts. Slim is sneaky, but I'm gonna take Arike too. Dominique Mwanga
versus who?
Aaliyah
Edwards. I'm gonna get bodied.
I'm gonna agree. She hasn't gotten her W weight up yet.
Yeah, it's just that she's just gonna get bodied. Yeah, it's gonna be Aaliyah.
Ray Burrell, Ryan Howard.
I don't know. That could go either way. They both are the exact same. Who knows with them two? I don't know.
If they hitting, I'm taking Ryan. I feel like Ryan be so.
But Ray's so crafty.
That's what I'm saying.
So if Ryan lights it up, like if Ryan starts lining it up from outside and gets hot, then it's a good game. But Ray is real shifty. She's such a unique player, and that's what I say. I don't know.
Okay, Jordan Canada, Styler Biggins. I'm taking Styler. I'm taking Styler. Kate B. Page. I'm taking Page.
But Kate gonna give us some money though. She gonna give us some gold though.
Yeah, she gonna give us some gold. But Paige, Letitia Heidelman or Kelsey Plum?
I'm gonna take Plum, but I think that's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna take Plum though.
So that's gonna go down to the last shot for you.
Yeah, that's gonna be tight.
Okay. Kia versus Ka. Or Kia Jackson versus.
Rakia.
Oh. She's gonna play with a chip on her shoulder. I'm taking
Rakia.
I agree. Shakira Austin, De'Erica Hamby.
Shakira.
Absolutely. Hamby has no.
It's the defense.
She's so big and she just begin ran over and it pisses me off. I'm gonna be.
She's an offensive player. She's a very good offensive player, but
you can't be that big. You can't be that big and not have no defense. See,
she focused on something else, I guess.
Tim Hayes, Jackie Young.
Jack.
Yep. Veronica Burton, Courtney Williams. I'm gonna take Court.
That's gonna be a good one too.
It is. Sanaya Rivers versus Alicia Gray.
Alicia Gray, but only because Alicia is such a proficient scorer.
Right.
It's going to be hard, but I just don't know how long that game is going to take because scoring on Rivers is going to be tough. So I think that's going to be, the question is going to be, I think Rivers is going to be able to get a lot of stops, but can she get the ball? She's going to have to score, to win. So
if Gray is in her bag, because she has crazy handles when she's face up the rim. I'm gonna take Gray, but that's gonna be
it's gonna be tough because you have to score to win, and I think it's gonna be hard to score on Rivers. But I think Rivers also is gonna have to be able to create her shot. Alicia's not. She's not no. She's not no bum defender. She could defend too, and so that's gonna be a fun one. I'm looking forward to that.
AT versus Bose Boston.
Let me tell you why. AT is my favorite player, but let me tell you why I'm gonna have to take Boston is just because I think AT her skill set is so much in transition, getting downhill, finding the players, things like that. The way she scores, I don't think it's not gonna lend itself to 1v1 as good as the way Boston's game is. Boston's game, I think, would be better suited for this 1v1. So I'm going to take Aaliyah, but, I'm interested to see because, you also got to think, is that push shot? She going to be able to get enough room for that push shot?
Yeah. AT plays a lot off of screens. And I think that when you play, she plays so well with her teammates setting her up, but when you have to 100% create your own shot, that's where the challenge in this whole joint is.
But she's stronger. I mean, Boston is strong, but AT is stronger. And true. So, it's going to be interesting to see where she's able to use her strength at. Honestly, between the two, I don't want to referee a AT Boston game. First of all, don't call nothing. Just don't call nothing. The Russians need to sit down. I don't want to even see a call.
In the mortal words of Jackie Christie, let's just fight.
Yeah, I don't want to see no calls because then you just want somebody gonna be crying about one call, gonna be crying about another. No calls. Just let them play.
I will say this. I think AT has a better mid-range game than Aaliyah Boston, but Boston is a pretty consistent three-point shooter. So I don't know. But AT is the queen of the triple-double, so if she on her bag.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would, AT's my favorite player. Would love to take her. I'm never going to count
winning the whole joint.
I'm going to take Boston, huh?
Who you got winning the whole joint?
It's going to come down to like a Paige, Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, I'm feeling, and then, also Can Paige or Kelsey Mitchell beat the bigs coming out of the big pod? Can they beat Edwards? Can they beat, that's going to be the question. Can they beat the bigs? But the way Paige plays, the way Kelsey Mitchell can play, even the way, Alicia Gray can play. You can't count out Kelsey Plum. I mean, I don't know. This would be a good one for Paige, though. This is kind of her thing.
It is her thing, but if Paige, I know they don't have, like MVP, but if Paige is taking the free throw shots and she's taking 1v1, like, you can't let her take it all, y'all. You can't you can't let baby girl take all of it.
I mean, Paige is just really good at basketball, Jay.
Paige is incredible.
She kind of, you know what I mean? Like, as like a hooper, you see somebody, you're just like, wow, you're good at basketball. Like, she's really good at basketball.
Speaking of, were you in the comments this week for our little Paige post? Folks was arguing, baby.
I wasn't. What were they saying?
Girl, folks were arguing. So we had a little comment last week. How do you hate Paige? How?
They were in that comments? I gotta go look.
When I say the comments arguing, somebody called her overrated. I said, because I'm a fan of hating for no reason. I said, I will allow you to hate for no reason. But how is she overrated, girl? Okay. That's like somebody saying Caitlin Clark is overrated. She's not overrated. Like, Caitlin Clark is in her bag. You can dislike her for several other reasons, but you can't say she's not good at shooting the basketball. She's great at shooting the basketball. Understand, you can hate. They just don't like her. The way she took the easy route because she went to UConn. When was UConn the easy route? When did Gino?
I didn't even know all this is going on. But you know what? What they say, bring back hating. So if they found a way to hate on Paige, I didn't even know that was possible. But you learn something new every day. Okay. Overrated is wild, though.
Overrated is wild.
That's a choice.
Overrated is wild. Her flash line in college, how is she overrated? You can't hit that many shots consistently every single place on the court and be overrated. It's impossible. Impossible.
Yeah.
They thought it. I'm with you on Paige. The only reason why I wouldn't say Enrique is because I'm looking at these matchups and Paige. If Paige wins and Enrique wins, that is your second round matchup.
If Paige
v. Enrique is your second round matchup. Jackie Young versus Chelsea Gray is your second round matchup.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're all going to be set for this Unrivaled 1v1 tournament.
I'm willing to
say what the people are requesting.
Yeah. I'm willing to go out on a limb and say whoever comes out of Pod B might be your winner. Might be your winner because you have Paige, Enrique, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray all in the same pod.
Yeah, I think if any of those players you just have to figure out who's best suited to deal with the size.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, then you have to be, what I realized watching the 1v1, it's not that the guards can't beat the bigs. They just need to be better at being quicker and more shifty than them, and or outside shooters. Then they're able to beat them. The problem is that like an Aaliyah Edwards and an Nafisa, not only were they able to be stronger than you or bigger than you, they were also able to knock it down from the outside. That's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
But I think when you have a player like Paige or a player like Kelsey, it's not going to really matter. You may not even get the ball. They may not even give you an opportunity to back them down. So we'll see.
Oh man, it's gonna be a good time though. I tell you that. It's gonna be a good time. I hope that it's Skylar Diggins versus Kelsey Plum in this second round.
Skylar did good last time. You can't count her out either.
You can't. And the other part of this is, I think Kelsey Mitchell, if she comes out of that first pod, she's gonna be a problem for anybody she faces. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Speaking of things that are in their bag, you see what our girl Angel had going on?
What hasn't she been doing? Everything she touches is just
the Midas touch.
Midas stuff down there in Australia, you know, on her tour with the Angel Reese ones. Also, you know, now Reebok is an official sponsor. Was it the WNBL down there in Australia? So that's huge. That's huge. And she just seems like not only, I mean, she's acting, she's promoting. She just seems like she's enjoying the off season, and she deserves that. So I'm happy for it.
Love it. I really love it. I love the freedom of her blackness right now. Yeah. Just being able to be cute on the sidelines for her man's games, and then popping over to Australia in a cute little fit. Giving these Angel Reese one, the rose colorway, which are sold out. I can't get them. The rose dust joints, just in her bag, and I just really appreciate that for her, because one thing Angel gonna do is get these dollars.
And during Black History Month, I think what I love the most about this young lady is the fact that she is showing that Black women, we can have it all. We can do multiple things. She looks like she's in a healthy relationship, but she ain't, you know, ain't officially claimed him yet, as you shouldn't until you married. But she looks like she's in a very healthy relationship. Her business is thriving, and she keeps the main thing, and she's really good at her job as well. And that's playing basketball. You know, hopefully, Angel, you're coming back to Unrivaled. Otherwise, y'all are just effing with our heads at this point. But I really pray that
that little empty box they got sitting on the road.
I'm like, y'all, like, what's this empty box supposed to do? Everyone knows that they want. People have been missing Angel Reese hoops, okay? And so that little empty box is gonna blow me.
That one empty box. On a more somber note, I feel like something happened this week that we absolutely have to talk about. As women, as Black women.
Yeah.
I'm trying to choose my words wisely, because I love to default to niggas ain't shit, and I don't want to be one of those people with a podcast mic that just starts beef. But I hate when women who have decided to make themselves not the victim still become the victim.
Yeah.
We have this incident where an NFL player, current NFL player, decided that he was upset that a current Unrivaled player broke up with him. So he went to Miami. He stalked her down. He ran his car into her. He hit a police officer. And then he resisted arrest.
Right.
And you still see people in the comments saying, well, why didn't she just leave? She did. And this is what happened.
Yeah. I don't think, you know, being an attorney and, you know, having to work in the area of domestic violence and issues like that, I don't think people realize how dangerous it is to leave. Leaving is literally the most dangerous time for a woman. And that is often why women stay, because they realize that. And you kind of saw that in this situation, that when, you know, this phenomenal WNBA player who, you know, will not be made into a victim, will rise above this in this situation. When she did leave, she was, stalked, harassed, battered via a vehicle, right? And now this is all over the news. All I can really say is that this is not just an NFL problem, but there is a lot. What I find interesting is the fact that these players, especially these NFL players, but the NBA too, they don't seem to have the proper fear of losing their job, their endorsements that they should have. The fact that this player literally is on the Atlanta Falcons, has so much to lose, somehow thought that, I don't know what he thought. I don't know if he thought he could get away with this or what, but I just feel like the NFL and the NBA need to set a standard. There's so many men that have been either convicted and or accused with a lot of evidence of domestic violence, and they're still employed. And that's a problem. And even for the men that are not related or affiliated with the NFL and NBA, there needs to be serious consequences, both socially and in your employment, for putting your hands on or trying to harm women. And I don't even want to talk about what the woman should do, what they shouldn't do. At this point, it's like, keep your hands to yourself, keep your car to yourself. You don't own anybody. No human owns another human. And if they don't want to be with you anymore, no matter how hard that feels, no matter how you feel about it, you have to accept that. We're not property of each other. And I think that's the part that's lost. No one belongs to you.
Absolutely. And therapy matters. We need to normalize therapy, and not just going to therapy when something is wrong, but going to therapy when something feels a little off. Going to therapy when somebody comes to you with a concern that you personally don't know how to manage. We need to normalize therapy.
And so I need you to visit the psychologist and the psychiatrist. If there's something going on, I need you to visit both of them. They're two different people.
Sometimes you need to be medicated.
I need you to go sit down and talk to that lady, and then go sit down and talk to that lady and or that man that prescribes medicine. Okay? Yeah. Yes. Whatever you got going, ain't nothing wrong. If you got something to you, if you got a personality disorder or two, you feel a little bit uneven, the levels ain't leveling, go get what you need. But what is not okay is terrorizing the community and the people that you say you love.
This is not a rom-com. Don't get on that plane. Don't get on that plane with the thing in your brain that said, go get on that plane.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't win them back. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know Valentine's Day is coming up, but don't stay at home. Whatever that's what
I want to normalize that medication. People be talking about go talk to somebody. Normalize that medication as well.
That was quick today. I didn't even get to shout out the Alexander James whiskey that I'm drinking, my Black-owned whiskey that I'm partaking in.
And I got my water. Well, over the whiskey and water, I can give you guys Chicago Sky update, which is not much of an update. In court, there was a motion to substitute judge as a matter of right. Sometimes you go into the court and you like, I don't know if I like this judge. I don't know if I'm feeling them. I want to substitute them. You can do that as a matter of right. And so there was a SOJ, a substitution of judge that happened. Now there's a new judge. The Chicago Sky owner, Michael Alter, and the entities have been served. And so the next court date is a little bit earlier in March. So nothing major going on there.
That mean they got to show up when they get served?
Yeah, but they had already showed up anyway. But now service is official. And so, early March, there should be some other stuff going on. Hopefully we'll have more updates from Bedford Park in their minutes about what's going on with the actual contract. And and so those really are the two things. And then
you remember what it was supposed to be done? You remember it was supposed to be done in 2025? When is it supposed to be done in 2025?
Look, Bedford Park said that they stuff is going to be done soon, but as far as what the Sky stuff, I mean, that's yet to be seen. We're gonna We're gonna see. I mean, look, what's the rush? We don't even have a CBA right now, and so yeah.
You know, baby, take your time. What's the rush?
What's the rush? Take your time. What's the rush? That's the WNBA right now. There, baby, take your time. What's the rush? Hey, they said they ain't got no money for you, honey. Hunty, they ain't got no money.
They definitely some dogs. They got some mutts over there. I tell you that.
They're taking their time. They said, look, we dropped the schedule, but that don't mean that don't mean you speeding us up, baby. You gonna take what we give you. That's what they on. That's the type of time they on. So they ain't rushing either. Nobody's in a rush. 2026, we moving slow.
Man.
Slow. I mean, that's look.
I'm about to start a whole playlist.
Gotta love it.
Sign us off, girl.
Well, look, I hope you ain't offended by nothing that we said today. We didn't even said too much, but just be glad that you made the cut. Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.